Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best external hard drives.
Starting at number 5.
LaCie Rugged 2 TB. For ultimate portable drive toughness, the LaCie Rugged is by far the best rugged external HDD. When you think about what external hard drives are used for, durability suddenly becomes essential. It might look like a doggy chew toy, but LaCie's portable HDD is as tough as they come and even has a rubber cover around the edges to dampen the shock from any impacts. While we absolutely recommend that you don't test this out at home, you can drop this thing from a fair height, and it'll stay perfectly intact. The latest version of LaCie's Rugged only supports a USB Type-C connection, but the speeds it operates at are pretty slow. We found that it consistently hit around 130 megabytes per second in read and write tests, which isn't very fast, even for an HDD. You can pick up the LaCie relatively cheaply, despite all the durability, with the 2 TB model typically being sold around the $110 mark. You can go bigger, but we recommend the 2 TB because it will last so long that it'll store your files for years, and it's nicely priced. If you're careless with how they pack their bag, or you genuinely take your PC files on more extreme outings, this is the external HDD for you.
Coming at number 4.
Seagate Expansion Desktop. If you need to go big when you leave home, Seagate's 8 TB expansion drive is the best large-capacity external HDD. It's not exactly the fastest external hard drive, though, as you'll barely get anything more than 150 megabytes per second during both read and write data transfers. What you are getting is masses of storage that you can easily take with you, for proportionally very little money. For example, the 18 TB model is regularly on sale at around $300, which is a ridiculous level of capacity for the money. It becomes a little less cost-effective, though, as you come down the storage ranks. This 8 TB version is around the $150 mark. It's USB 3.0 compatible, so you have a drive that'll plug into most PCs and laptops, though it does require an external power supply, which is provided with the drive. That knocks its portability down a notch or two, as you'll need to carry 2 items around with you. Slow transfer speeds and external power requirement aside, there's little to touch the Seagate expansion drive for sheer portable data capacity.
At number 3.
WD My Passport 4 TB. We really like WD's My Passport and think it's the best portable external HDD right now. It's not as compact or fast as the Samsung T5 and it can't withstand an Armageddon like the LaCie Stremkey, but at up to 4 TB for $110, it offers copious storage space and a good value. We also like that Western Digital fares well each time cloud backup provider Backblaze releases a hard drive reliability report. The 4 TB model is compact and weighs just 210 g. You probably wouldn't want to try and jam one into a shirt pocket, but they're almost as portable as a smartphone, just a little chunkier. The 1 TB Passport is slightly thinner and weighs a mere 120 g if you don't need as much space. No external power supply is required in order to use WD's drive. Plug in the USB cable and start backing up your files. You can also install WD's backup software to automate the process. Just don't expect SSD-level data transfers, but even so, with a peak of 640 megabytes per second, it's as fast as any internal HDD. WD also goes the extra mile with password protection and hardware encryption. And if you're looking to make a fashion statement, you can select a My Passport in various color options.
Number 2 of my list.
ADATA SE800. ADATA's SE800 is our recommendation for the best budget external HDD. Like the Samsung T7 Shield, it has an NVMe SSD inside, but it uses TLC NAND memory for improved performance and drive lifespan. The SSD is connected to a USB interface, specifically a 10 gigabits per second USB 3.2 Gen 2.1. Although newer drives use the speedier, 20 gigabits per second USB 3.2 Gen 2x2 interface, the SE800 is still good for 1000 megabytes per second data transfers in both directions. That's around twice as fast as any SATA-based drives, including internal SSDs connected natively via SATA. What is especially unusual is SE800's IP68 rating, a characteristic hinted at by the pop-off cover over the USB Type-C port. It means the drive is rated impervious to dust ingress and can survive immersion in up to 1.5 meters of water for 30 minutes. That makes it unique among these SSDs, and, what's more, given the competitive pricing, you're getting that IP rating effectively for free. In testing, we found the SE800 to easily deliver its claimed 1000 megabytes per second for sequential reads/writes, while notching up 4K random throughput comparable to the competition at 21 megabytes per second for reads and 40 megabytes per second for writes. The only downside is that the sustained performance drops to around 260 megabytes per second after around 15 gigabytes of internal drive traffic. That's a little off the pace of some alternatives, but it's not enough to spoil an otherwise highly appealing package.
And number 1.
Samsung T7 Shield. The Samsung T7 Shield is the best overall external hard drive, even though it's technically an NVMe SSD. Designed for the creative professionals and consumers on the go, you can use it outside or stuff it in a bag without worrying about breaking it or compromising your data. It's rated IP65 durability, classifying it as dust-proof and water-resistant. Water-resistant isn't the same as waterproof, so if it gets dropped into a toilet, you're running a 50-50 shot of it working, depending on how long it was submerged. The T7 Shield is compatible with game consoles, too, which is great if you're looking for a nondescript way to expand your storage. Some of us at PC Gamer use it to keep games for benchmarking laptops and PCs, and loading games like Horizon Zero Dawn from the T7 Shield didn't present any issues, such as dips in performance after playing for a while. The drive comes with a USB Type-C to Type-C cable and a Type-C to Type-A cable, which works on PCs, Macs, consoles, and Android devices. The T7 is available in beige, black, and blue and is offered in either 1 terabyte, 2 terabytes, or 4 terabytes capacities. The pricing for the 2 terabytes is the best of the range, as the 1 terabyte feels too expensive for the amount of storage and the 4 terabytes is far too pricey.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.